Okay, so next you need to take a penny, put it over the holes there in the middle, and then we're just going to light it. What's up, guys? Today we're going to do a few things you can do with soda cans for survival situation. First, I'm going to take some oil. You can use either vegetable oil, but I have some lamp oil here, and you're just going to pour it right into the can. And what we're going to make here is a lantern or a lamp. Alright, so pour that in there. Next, you want to find something you can use as a wick. You can use some toilet paper or paper towel, really anything. I'm going to use a wick. Okay, so I have a wick here that I soaked in some oil. And then stick that right into the can. Yeah, let me flush some of this off. Okay. And then just clean the top off of excess oil. Okay, here's the wick, and then light it. Alright, and there's your lantern, or lamp. And you can either adjust the wick, you can have it further out, or in, depending on how high you want the flame to be. But it is pretty neat, and there's the lamp. Now you just blow it. Okay, so for the next hack, we're going to make another lamp. I'm going to take another can here, and just poke a hole in it, and then just cut straight down. And then I'm going to cut across, which I should probably use scissors. So you take that, cut across, do that on top and bottom. Do that on both sides. Again, top and bottom. Okay, and then bend them back a little bit. Okay, so now you have something like this. Very simple. Then just get a Tealight. Alright. Stick it in here. Alright. And then light it. There you go. And there's the light. Alright. Let's see here. There you go. Pretty cool. And if it's dark, it's going to light up a lot of space. You could actually even warm something up on top of it. It gets pretty warm, but alright, here's the whole point of it. You have a lamp. Okay, so for this one, all you need is the tab off of a can, and we're going to make a fishing hook out of it. So we're just going to cut, let's see here, cut this middle out, and then cut, you want to cut up pretty as far as you can, that way you can make the hook. And then cut here. Okay, so cut all this out here. Cut it off about right here. Okay, so now you should have something like this here. And then I'm going to cut the tip here to make it a little bit pointier. That way you can catch a fish with it. It'll go right into the fish. Okay, so now we have something like this. Next I'm going to poke a hole right up in this spot here. That way you can put the fishing line through it. And for that I'm just going to, you can take a nail, you can really do anything, but I'm just going to take a drill and drill right into it. Alright, now you have this here, you have a hole, put the thread in here, or the fishing line in here, and then here's a hook. And you can make a few of these just for backups. So if you go on a camping trip and get lost or whatever it is, or just want to test your survival skills with what you have, I would make some of these, pre-make these, just throw them in your camping gear, that way you have them just in case. You may not be able to catch nothing real big with it, but something is better than nothing. Okay, so here's a few other things you can do. You can take a piece, cut it off, and then buff it up. You can use anything that you can to buff it, and then get it real shiny. And then you can use it as a reflectant. I'm not outside, so I don't have any sun, but you can use this and signal people. So if you see an airplane flying by, anything, a boat, anything, and then you just signal people with this. Just have the sun pointed towards the sun, have the sun reflect off of it, and then point it towards whoever you want to signal, and it'll get their attention one way. Another thing you can do is take the two bottoms of a can, cut them off, drill some holes in it, drill some in the middle, and then all the way around. Take a penny and then just lay the penny on top of it, light it, and you have a little stove. What I put some insulation in here, and then you can put some heat or anything, alcohol, something flammable. Put it in here, light it up, and then you'll have a stove. It works really well, and I've tried it a couple times. I used heat, and it really, I mean, it works, but you can't see it because it's the flames are, I guess, invisible, but it does get pretty hot. So try that out. Make one, pre-make it, so when you go, you can store it. Don't put any liquid in it yet, but when you get somewhere, if you're stranded or just need to use it for a hike, pour some in there, light it up, and you can boil water, really cook something on it. You can't put nothing too heavy on it so you can't crush the can, but you get a small pot, put it on top of it. There you go, a portable stove. Okay, so last, what you can do is you can either cut a piece off the bottom, or just flip the can around and use the bottom. Buff it up real good, use something, you can use chocolate, anything really, get it really smooth and shiny. You could even use the inside, and then use it as a fire starter. Use the sun, try to get that spot right on your Kindle, and it might take a while, but it'll work. You could even use a Ziploc bag, pour water in it, use it as a anything you can, but this will work. So if you find a can laying around, cut it up, or use the bottom, buff it up, and then use the sun and start a fire. Very simple, it's effective, and it could save your life.